I am a little bit sick. Anyway, we're going to be training chest today. I'm starting it off with a high incline. I actually haven't done this one in a video yet, I don't believe. But yeah, recently somebody recommended me doing this one for, more focus on the upper chest. So, I listened, I tried it out, might as well give it a shot. There's not really any harm in trying new things out. And well, wouldn't you say I do feel it quite well in my upper chest. So I kind of like it, and I've been adding it into my chest days every now and then now, for a little while. And yeah, I like it. I like it. I feel my upper chest working quite well. Oh my goodness, that's the second time I let this thing fall. But yeah, I feel it quite well in my upper chest. And after this, I do two sets of these, and then also a normal incline. So we're actually going to go one down after that. And that way I basically feel my whole chest already. And then some decline flies, and then that will be it for today. Really nice and simple. Two things on the spin machine, and then one cable. And that is a perfect chest day, I would say. But yeah, we got 220s on each side. As I said, I'm a little bit sick, so this might be on the heavy side today. But hey, I don't care. I'm gonna try it out, and if it's too heavy, I can always go light on the second set. So, whatever, I guess. Anyway, let's see how this goes. All right. Yeah, it was good still. As said, even though I'm a bit sick, I still feel fine. My strength is okay. It's mainly my nose that is just not agreeing with me today. But whatever, that was 8 good reps. If I did count correctly, I do believe I did. So yeah, we're gonna do this weight again on the second set. And we'll make that one a drop set as well, but first a little bit of a rest. Okie dokie. So second set, as I said, we're gonna be drop setting this one. I must say it's always incredible how much training can kind of just help. Like already I feel better, so to say, than I was feeling before. As I said, it's mainly my nose that is just not okay. But already I can feel that it's more okay right now. Now that's not gonna say that I'm curing myself here by training or anything like that. I know that in a couple of hours it will just be completely back. But hey, at least for a little bit and during my training, I feel a bit more okay. I feel a bit better. I always really like that. I mean, it's logical. Your body, has to respond to being active, and it is not as efficient when it's sick. So it's logical that you feel a little bit better while the training, but it's still nice. Even though it's logical, doesn't mean I then don't need to enjoy it or anything like that. But yeah, don't know how many reps I will be doing with this weight. Don't really care either. I think I'm gonna do a little bit less controlled on the first one. So I'm just gonna, go to my chest, touch and go. No real control or anything like that. Of course, enough, but not as much as on the first set. And then when I'm drop setting it, that's when I will try and control the weight a lot more. Maybe even have a little pause at the bottom and stuff like that. I think that is the correct way to go here right now. So yeah, let's see it. All right. Yeah, that felt right. So to say, a little. Oh, I dropped it on my toe. Oh my goodness. Ah. All right. That hurts. Okay, whatever. Oof. Okay, I got a little more, I think. It's just my toes hurting really bad. Whatever, I guess. Yeah. Uh, uh, okay. Yeah, nice. Phew. All right. Outside of that droppage on my toe, that was a good set. Oh, it does. It does hurt. Okay. All right. My toe has recovered. Yeah, that's always annoying. But hey, nobody to blame but myself. I guess I should have watched where I threw my plate to. So yeah, whatever. My toe's now okay. My chest is also okay again. So we're now doing the incline a little bit lower, as I said before, a normal incline, so to say. We're gonna do this one basically the same way as I did the high incline. 2 sets. First set, just normal failure, try and be controlled with everything. And then the second set with a drop set involved as well. And we'll probably do that exactly the same as well, where I, go a little bit of a touch and go on the first part. And then once I've dropped it, do a little more controlled and hopefully not drop it on my toe this time around. But the future will tell. The future holds. I don't know. Whatever, I guess. Anyway, I do have the 2 plates of 20s on each side again, or still, so to say. And that's because, in my opinion, the lower incline is easier. I think that's not even much of an opinion. It's almost factual. I mean, the higher you go up, the heavier it kind of gets with the same amount of weight. So, when you go on a flat bench, you can do more than when you're on an incline. And so this is a lower incline, so I should be able to do more. But since my chest is already a bit more fatigued, I should be able to do the same amount of weight. I think that is basic math. Based on purely my own thoughts. So take that how you want to. But anyway, I've done this before and that felt right. So we're gonna do it again like this. And yeah, as I said, we're just gonna try and control it with this set. No drop sets, just simple lifting. So let's see it, I guess. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, nice. I believe that was like 7 reps, so perfect. As I said, we're gonna do a touch and go in the second set. So that means I can do the same weight still, even though I'm again more fatigued. Because it's easier. So yeah, see you in a second. Okay. Last one on the Smith machine here. Then we're doing that's the wrong way around. Then we're doing the decline flies, as I said before. And that will be it. Really nice and simple. Quite a quick chest day as well. These videos are always quite quick, so that's nothing new, I suppose. But yeah, I feel like this is a good chest day. Perfect? I don't know. I don't care about that stuff, I guess. But really good. I like it as of right now. So I'm doing it quite often. Of course, still every now and then I do different exercises as well. I like to change it up every now and then, or sometimes just I have 2 trainings a week, sometimes 3. And I like to not always do the exact same training each and every time. Not because it's better to change it up every time, but just because I like it more that way, right? And in that way, it then becomes better because I like it more. But whatever. Anyway, as I said, we're drop setting this one, so we're gonna go quick on the first bit, then really controlled on the drop set. And, I'm not gonna drop it on my toe. That's my goal here. All right. Alright, I'm trapped. Oh, nice. Ooh, close one. There we go. Not on my toe. Also not on my toe. Success. Alright. Whew. Yeah. No. Okay, nice. Okay, it's starting to get cold. I'm noticing. Like, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it right now, but every time I'm down here with the bar and I'm breathing out, I see a little, fog coming on the bar. So that's quite fun. I like the winter. I think, the winter is great. I'm not much of a winter arc guy. Don't get me wrong, that I don't care about that kind of stuff, but I do like the winter. Dark. I sleep better because of it, because it's just nice and dark. And the cold, oh, I like it more. It's easier to put on extra layers than it is to take off layers, I'd say. So it's easier to warm yourself than to cool yourself. So I like the winter more than summer most of the times. I mean, I like summer as well, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I like the winter. I really do. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, decline flies. I'm looking forward to that even more. Fly time. Now, I'm gonna be real honest. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be having the greatest bumps ever. Because, well, it's a combination of the fact that I basically haven't had any carbs yet today, like absolutely zero, I believe. And also, I'm a bit sick, so I don't think this is going to be the best pump I've ever had. But I do feel like this workout will cause growth, and at the end of the day, that's more important than the pump, right? Like, I'd rather have growth than a good pump, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm training for. I'm not training for a pump. The pump is only here for like half an hour, max half an hour. So who cares, right? I mean, it's nice, but growth is most important. Anyway, I didn't do the same weight on each one. Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm happy I noticed that right before doing it. But yeah, we got some alright amount of weight on here. Will probably be a little bit heavier, but that's okay. So let's see it here. Alright, nice. Second one will go a little bit lighter, but for the first set that was good. Right, last one, I think. Yeah, probably last one. Then it should be good. It should be finished. So we're gonna do the same. A little bit lighter now. I might drop set it. I barely ever drop set flies, but maybe for today it's a good plan. So we'll see. We'll see how it feels, I guess. Now I still feel a pump. As I said before, it's not that great, but I still feel it a little bit. So it's worth checking out in a second. And I'm interested to see. I'm probably quite flat right now because I didn't have much food yet. The food that I have had doesn't really bloat me up that much. So I'm interested to see how the pump is gonna look now that I'm a bit flatter. But first we have to do the set, I guess. So let's go ahead and do it. Sure, let's offset it. Why not, right? Why not? As I said, I don't do it often, barely ever, to be honest. But today is just one of those days, I guess. Okay. Yep. That's all right. Okay. Whew, let's go ahead and check it out, I guess. Alrighty, there we are. Back in this room, so it's gonna echo a little bit, but hey, whatever. Now I have started to bulk up a little bit, a lean bulk. I don't wanna get fat, of course, but I wanna reach that 100 kilos in body weight. Well, like 95 right now, so it's only a 5 kilo bulk. You know, as I said before, winter is coming, so it's okay right now. But I must say, right now, I don't think it's all that noticeable yet. Like I don't think if I'm looking at mainly my abs here, if I'm looking at myself in the mirror here, I'm not thinking like, damn, I'm already getting fat or anything. As I said, right now I am flat. Like I haven't had any carbs basically yet, so this is the leanest I'm gonna be looking on a day, I suppose. But still, if I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, I can definitely use a little bit more body fat before I'm gonna look at myself and be like, okay, that guy's just a fat guy. So that's nice. That means I'm doing a good job with the bulk. I'm not going too heavy, and I in fact can probably go a little bit more in, which is nice. I'd rather have that than being like, okay, I went in too heavy. Yeah, I think I still got a pretty decent chest pump here. Looking at it right now, I don't think it's bad by any means. As I said, it's not probably the best one I've ever had, but better than I expected. Let's just keep it at that. Let's see the side chest here. Yeah, I would say I'm definitely quite happy with this. And I can definitely go a little bit heavier on the bulk. Now, it might also be because I'm a bit sick, so that's also probably getting rid of my fluids a little bit too much. But I don't think my size has gone down with being this flat, so that's kind of perfect, I guess. And yeah, let's. I'm also going to do a little front double bicep here. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it right now. I'm satisfied. Don't really know if there's any chest poses I'm missing here. Unfortunately, the light is not really coming from that direction, so when I'm posing like this, it's a little bit too dark here, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. I think it was a good lift. I think it's a really nice pump. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.